Another way to make sure that students' pronouns are respected in your classroom is to give a class survey. It's anonymous, and the first question you can ask is,
yes, welcome back. I came across some work TikTok videos where these teachers are doing this behind your back. I don't actually know the reason they are doing this. It has reached a certain level when I watch certain videos, I get furious. This teacher suggests, I don't know, carry out survey.
another way to make sure that students' pronouns are respected in your classroom is to give a class survey. It's anonymous, and the first question you can ask is, what is your name on the roster? Then the next question following up could be, what is the name you would like me to call you in class? And it's really important to follow those up with questions such as, can I share this information with your caretakers? Can I share this with your other teachers? Can I share this information with other students in the classroom? And then doing all of that again with pronouns.
Taking a look at this video, you will see it clearly, their agenda. If you as a teacher don't introduce about pronouns to kids, they will not know the meaning of pronouns.
You're totally cool for asking. I'm absolutely okay with answering questions like this. I'm going to be answering a bunch of questions because I got so many last night. Anyway, excuse me. Basically, neopronouns are kind of like when somebody doesn't identify or isn't comfortable with using he, she, or they, and they want something else that's not gender specific, but still makes them feel euphoria and feel confident in their gender. And so, like, for me, I use Zer and Fair for...
Okay, you've taken up the decision to ask all the students, what is your name? This person will stand up and identify as a dinosaur. Another person will stand up and identify as this. The whole day you will spend carrying out survey on children. So you will see that most of these teachers are actually the problem with what we are facing today. Just imagine waking up in the morning, just imagine seeing your children coming back at home and you want to call them certain names, they start refusing. You'll be wondering where the doctrine is coming from. Trace back in school. This is a clear example of what we are facing today, and it's a big problem in our society. If this is not addressed, it has escalated to a certain level,
but still makes them feel euphoria and feel confident in their gender. And so, like, for me, I use Zer and Fair for when I'm feeling different genders, and when I'm feeling more like I want to use Zer, I associate that for me with, like, no gender, just like no gender, no thank you. And then you associate Fair with more of like all of the genders. But then there's also like the in between where I like feel more towards one or another, or he or they or something like that. But it's 100% different for everybody. Those neopronouns don't have an assigned gender to them. And so somebody could just be using them because they don't like any of the other pronouns. And there's so many different neopronouns. And so I hope that cleared it up a little bit. If you need me to explain it a little bit more, let me know, but I hope that answered your question.
You also what happened recently with the White House inviting some of these people that is giving them more rooms to go out on the street and preach this. Joe said it clear, if you go after these people or criticize these people, you are this, you are that, they are protected. You can't even criticize them. Should this be allowed in schools? I'm not refusing. You should not be what you want. Be at your home. Don't carry this on the street. or in schools. That is where our problem lies. Be who you want to be, but that should end at your doorstep.
Because I'm on the topic of neopronouns, let's use some in a sentence to show that it's absolutely possible if you do not have a good reason to not use them. Zay and I are going to Five Below later today. I hope they don't forget their wallet again. Faye went to go get a drink from the water fountain. Faye'll be back soon. Oh, that's Sarah's cat. I wonder how they got out of Siz's house again. Don't you think that Pup looks beautiful in Pup's self outfit today? Where did you hear that from? No, Bug told me Bug's self that Bug's seen it before. I just heard back from A. A felt sick this morning, so M couldn't come. Please let me know what other neopronouns you want me to use in a sentence, because I'm pretty passionate about how fucking valid you are.
Yes, in a nutshell, we have a mental health crisis. And I believe a lot of these people are not actually okay. At first, I used to consider that some do this just to go viral on social media, but it has reached a certain level. I just conclude we actually have a mental health problem, and this should be looked into. Look at this person. Tell me if she is okay. Yes, I want to appreciate you all supporting me, sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. Never stop, and I will never stop.
Hi, I'm Jack. My pronouns are they, them, and I identify as trans and non-binary. Here are 3 things you can do to support trans children in your school. Number 1, be a visible trans ally. There are lots of ways to do this, from having trans inclusive flags in your classroom to having trans inclusive storybooks on your bookshelves. Number 2, stop unnecessarily gendering things in your school. This ranges from easy changes, like not grouping children into boys and girls, to not having gendered uniforms. Consider how excluded trans and especially non-binary children and staff may feel about gendered spaces and policies. And number 3, teach children about pronouns, what they are, how we use them, and why they're important. This allows trans people to not be singled out for their pronouns, and instead makes pronouns part of the norm.
Hi everyone, I am Dung and welcome to my channel here at TikTok. And look at me covered in feces. I am just so gorgeously covered, caked in feces. Look at that. Isn't that something? Isn't that beautiful? And I do this to glorify God, to put my ego into remission. Look at that. Isn't that something? Wow. Do you think? Do you think at all? No, you're not thinking, are you? So this is my ego. It's so this is the way I am, and I love it.